Okay, so one of the supporting claims made by my opponents was that illegal immigrants steal jobs from Americans. And according to Ewing, Walter Ewing, an economist, states that immigrants expand the U.S. economy's productive capacity, stimulate investments, and promote specialization that in the long run boost productivity, and there is no evidence that these effects take place at the expense of jobs for workers born in the United States. So like my partner said, a lot of illegal immigrants come to this country to pursue the American dream, and they take whatever job is available, and they will do the jobs that Americans don't want to do. Illegal immigrants don't take the jobs from Americans, they simply take what's available. And also, to speak about another claim that my opponents made, that illegal immigrants bring different diseases to the United States because they come here without having any kind of provision. You don't need to be an illegal immigrant to bring a disease to the United States. You can simply be an American, travel to a different area, get bitten by a mosquito, and bring that disease back. So that statement does not correlate with immigrants bringing diseases. There would be no harm to the United States. Also, according to Chokshi, the states with many less educated immigrants, for example, their native-born counterparts also held more communication-intensive jobs. The strong correlation between the two suggests that low-skilled immigrants may have pushed more of the native-borns into those higher-paying communication jobs that the immigrants themselves could not hold due to language barriers. So these immigrants come in and they can't do a lot of jobs that only Americans can do because of this language barrier. So again, immigrants don't take jobs from Americans. When it comes to illegal immigrants affecting the economy, again, a lot of illegal immigrants, because of their undocumented status, they are not able to receive these benefits from these programs available to other Americans, such as stating, again, with the SNAP program, 83% of all SNAP benefits go to vulnerable households, which means that any the households that have children or elderly or disabled people. This does not mean that immigrants are all taking this money. Americans are also receiving that money. So it's not accurate to correlate that immigrants affect the economy simply because they get these programs that a lot of times they're not even able to qualify for. And when it comes to having a secure border, according to Amy Isaacson, border researchers Wayne Cornelius and David Fitzgerald at the University of California, San Diego, who interviewed thousands of would-be immigrants in Mexico, found that knowing someone who died crossing the border does not dissuade people from trying themselves. The researchers also discovered that tougher borders enforcement does little to deter immigrants. So again, when I made the point that that candidate McCain wanted to create a wall that was more powerful and could possibly have voltage that could kill an immigrant trying to cross it. First of all, this could pose a problem because a lot of the terrain that lines the Mexican-American border is very unsuitable for this wall to be built on, because the terrain is either too harsh or it could destroy wildlife, so this wall can't even be built. So that would pose a problem with that theory. And also because of the wall, the border is becoming more restricted. Illegal immigrants are starting to come in by sea, and that actually is more dangerous because it also affects Americans, and a lot of Americans have lost lives in these ships. And again, these people trying to cross the border, if they get caught, they can face deportation and even imprisonment, and that doesn't stop them because, again, immigrants come to this country to pursue the American dream, get jobs, and provide a better future for their families. So therefore, because they can't acquire these dreams in their own country, they try to come to the United States to provide for their families. So they will do anything they can to provide a better future for their families.